Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jared Nelson, a junior in marketing from Utah. And on behalf of the 2011 BYU-Hawaii SIFE team, we say, Aloha!
BYU-Hawaii was located on the island of Oahu, in the north shore town of Laie. Though the Hawaiian Islands remain the most remote island chain in the world, our influence reaches far corners of the earth, just as the waves of the ocean reach every shore. Hello, I'm Gombo Cholon, a junior in business management from Mongolia.
Our student body is comprised of 2,500 students from all over the world, representing 73 countries and all 50 states. As students, we have the responsibility to enter to learn and go forth to serve. This principle applies in our school, our community, and the world as we seek to improve others' quality of life and standard of living. Hello, I'm Asia Reichert, a junior in human resources from Oregon.
Our school was founded in 1955 as the Church College of Hawaii with a vision to prepare leaders who would be an influence for good to establish peace internationally. Dazahao, I'm Cole Perkins, a junior in corporate finance in Chinese.
Just as the islands have risen from the sea, we rise to empower our world. Our university's mission is to prepare students with character and integrity to provide leadership in their families, their communities, their chosen professions, and their home countries. 안녕하세요. My name is Ji-Fu Ju, a junior in Jisoo from South Korea.
We selected projects that responded to the needs and achieved measurable results, and we remain on course to achieve the SIFE goal to change the world. Our written report outlines how we empowered others by using business and economic principles, as well as an entrepreneurial approach. Hi, my name is Catherine DeLong, a sophomore in marketing from Washington State.
For our presentation today, we'll focus on 3 of these projects and how we've empowered students on our campus university, residents in our North Shore community, and others around the world. We invite you to join us as we begin with one of our successful legacy projects, which is held on our campus.
We come to our beautiful campus on the North Shore of Oahu from over 70 countries, mostly Asia and the South Pacific. The economic opportunities for our returning students often must be created. We recognize the need for the spread of entrepreneurism to complement their majors or emphasis and prepare them to compete in the increasingly competitive markets.
The Think, Plan, Do initiative was born to address the serious need among nearly all of our diverse student body who want to return to their homeland and make a difference, but do not have an idea or plan or lack the leadership and entrepreneurial skills necessary to make things happen. Let us share with you the exciting things we're doing to assist our 2,500 students on campus.
The Think, Plan, Do strategy embodies 3 stages of entrepreneurial development. Students are encouraged to first think of an idea, then create a plan, and finally implement or do the plan after they graduate. For the 2nd year in a row, we held our 2 annual Think, Plan, Do conferences.
First, we sponsored Great Ideas Exchange in the fall, one of 2 conferences held during the school year. In the 2nd annual Great Ideas Exchange, we challenged BYU-Hawaii students across the campus to identify a great idea that could result in meaningful and economic opportunities when they graduated. We received over 650 submissions.
On the first day of the conference last November, students presented their ideas to business representatives, including our business advisory board members, our faculty, and our university donors. Then students met in our activity center in small circles with a business leader assigned to each group, where they shared their ideas. There were over 600 students interacting with 100 business representatives. As successful entrepreneurs and supporters of our university, they listened to our great ideas and offered valid suggestions.
Then on the 2nd day, we gathered together again where the students with the most popular business plans shared those plans in a forum attended by over 1,000 students, faculty, and executives.
The winners were awarded an ice cream treat, symbolically demonstrating that ideas are not worth much. But when idea moves from think stage to plan stage, we begin to see how the real world operates. Listen while we explain how our ice cream cones turn into $60,000.
After thinking of a great idea, the next step is to develop a plan. During the latter part of March, students develop their ideas into a plan in what we call the Empower Your Dreams Conference.
In order to engage the entire campus, several competitions, in addition to our more traditional business plan competitions, are held to showcase student ideas, including U.S. business plans, nonprofit business plans, international business plans, non-competitive business plans, as well as with 6 others listed here.
With these multidisciplinary plans, students move closer to graduation with a clear set of ideas that are now clearly defined and ready for implementation. The students with the best ideas are given a total of $60,000 in cash prizes, which they use as seed money to help implement their plans. Here's our advisor, Jim Ritchie, had to say what he would hope would happen with experience.
One of the prime missions of our university is to send our students home to their very diverse cultures from 74 different countries to become leaders in their communities. SIFE recognized that in order to help them become better prepared to do that, they created the Think, Plan, Do initiative, which is to help them in the fall semester think about a great idea. In the spring, the winter semester, write a plan that would help them execute that idea, hoping with that in their hand they can go home and have the confidence to make a difference when they return home.
Since this event is held in the latter part of March, we'll report on the results of the conference held last year after our last SIFE Regional Conference and share with you our expanded plans for March 24th of this year. Last year, Mark Lovenden was the winner of the business plan competition, receiving $7,000, and Nat Balian from Haiti received $1,500 in the social entrepreneurship category.
What has been the impact of this conference? SIFE member Brett Lee was one of the winners 2 years ago in a business plan competition and started the Heli rentals at the Turtle Bay Resort near our campus. Brett made his comment about his participation.
The business plan competition was very helpful for me. Prior to the actual competition, the week prior, they held several seminars that explained the importance of creating a winning business plan.
We are currently planning for a big event Thursday of next week. Our administration agreed to cancel all of our classes for the day so our entire student body can participate by sharing their plans, watching their friends compete, and celebrating with the winners.
After participating in this event for 2 or 3 years, BYU-Hawaii students can return home with 2 or 3 plans in hand when they graduate and work on implementing their plans. From Mongolia to Samoa to Taiwan and mainland U.S., the effect of this conference ripples throughout our community, our state, and the world.
For the 3rd year in a row, BYU-Hawaii SIFE has helped empower Nikki Mozo, a beloved community member and friend. This year, our influence extended to many members of our North Shore community with a new branch of the project.
Nikki's husband, John Mozo, started his own photography business with a fusion for his love for the ocean and a talent in photography. The business swelled due to his passion for what he did for a living.
On February 9th, 2005, John's life tragically ended while shooting photography in the waters near Bonsai Pipeline, leaving Nikki and his 4 children.
After his passing, and without an entrepreneurial background, Nikki was faced with trying to courageously manage the business on her own. SIFE students stepped in, applying learned basic business and economic concepts to support the Mozo family. We organized inventory, developed an accounting procedures to track expenses and income, as well as created a new market strategy.
This year, after much work and planning, Nizu's dream to honor her husband's legacy is finally coming true with the launch of Nahaku, entrepreneur mentorship program for youth in our local high school. Nahaku is the greatest in Hawaiian language and serves to promote the creativity of young entrepreneurs.
Many hours over the past 6 months have been devoted to preparation by the BYU-Hawaii SIFE chapter, as we have created a curriculum, organized inspiring speakers for the youth, and brainstormed worthwhile activities and field trips to help fortify each student in their entrepreneurial approach.
Members of SIFE coordinated with business professionals to develop a 25-page curriculum booklet for each student. SIFE has also been able to coordinate with 11 mentors who will work individually with each student throughout the 8-week program, helping them understand the basic principles of being an entrepreneur and starting their own business. SIFE's goal is to teach and encourage these young people to start their businesses after they graduate by empowering their passions.
The enrolled students possess a wide variety of interests, ranging from photography, painting, mixed media artwork, videography, baking and cooking, and graphic design. They're now learning to develop those interests and capitalize on them at the same time.
One of the projects that we're currently working on is the Pacific Island Entrepreneur Project, where we take some students
mentorship program takes off, SIFE has been elated to witness growth in interest and attendance. Now, Haku's first meeting hosted 5 high school students. The second meeting, 1 week later, 6 more had joined, which has doubled its attendance.
Our SIFE team, along with Nikki Mosa, hope to reach our goal of 15 students by the next meeting, as we continue to support and guide these young entrepreneurs, empowering their passions.
In igniting the dreams of others, we feel it is impactful to reflect upon the source of inspiration as a stimulus. In the combined effort of the BYU-Hawaii SIFE chapter, the Mosa family, and other associates, we have had the privilege of creating a documentary chronicling the life legacy of the late John Mosa.
The documentary will spark a spirit of creativity and motivation in others, as well as work as publicity in marketing the family's business. With SIFE and Nikki have been able to ignite the passion in others that John possessed. With John's legacy as the fulcrum for these projects, SIFE and Nikki have been able to ignite that passion.
4 years ago, Katoa, or Toa Salusi, enrolled at BYU-Hawaii, the first student to come from Tuvalu. You may not have heard of Tuvalu before. On the fringes of Polynesia, Tuvalu is a tiny island nation of only 10 square miles and home to barely 10,000 inhabitants, located midway between Hawaii and Australia.
The highest elevation is 15 feet above the sea level. Due to the rising sea level, its coral atolls will soon be covered by crystalline waters that surround them. Under these circumstances, the population has begun immigrating to New Zealand, Niue, or the Fijian Islands.
When Toa first entered BYU-Hawaii, he became a member and then a leader in SIFE and attended the 2009 SIFE National Expo in Philadelphia. Through Toa, members of SIFE and advisors learned about and became fascinated with Tuvalu, its economy, quality of life, and standard of living. We learned that the typical family lives on $1,000 a year there, that they needed school supplies, and that many of their citizens are unprepared to start their own businesses or to relocate and find jobs.